Welcome to Altero, a world filled with romance,
Seduction.
danger,
Oh no, watch out.
intrigue,
Ooh, what's that about?
night creatures, secrets,
Shh, I'll never tell.
and of course, food.
Yummy.
So join us in Altero for Eat, Slay, Love.
Eat, slay, love.
Welcome back to another episode of Eat, Slay, Love, where we jump right into, continuing on, with the fight against the patron of the captain of the parliament.
I didn't realize that was like, all right, we're walking out the door and doing that. I thought that was like,
No, I said I was going to go talk to you guys.
Yeah, you
but
gotta
like,
come
there's a
talk.
difference between going and talking to us and starting the fight.
You can choose when to start it, but it is,
Oh, let's get right into the action.
No, we said in the morning when Strix and Anthem were talking, I was like, I think we should be at our full abilities if we're going to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, that doesn't really specify a time other than after we've slept.
She said tomorrow morning.
Okay.
yeah. So if you're gonna do it in the morning, it's just whether or not you'll have anything that you want to do over the night, which is up to you.
I do have a thing.
Great.
We have a thing, yeah.
Well, Ella wanted to talk to
Tango.
Tango.
Perfect.
So, last time, aboard the Parliament, you defused a bomb. You somehow managed to dive into Tango's mind, find the memory, and release her from mass suggestion. You also realized that whatever Zurge is up to and out there are people being put in your way. Still. Not the forces of Haladon anymore, but the cult of Zurge is still out there. And corrupting people close to you.
I mean, it'd be weird if he had no one else. Even then, I feel kind of bad for the guy. You're not much of a god.
So, as we're on board the Parliament, as you just met with Strix, you guys discussed that in the morning you want to do the battle against the patron. It leaves you all with a few hours here, heading into sunset, shift change. Rock would have been working in the day and off for the night. Lots of the other crew that you'll see will change over positions. But the Parliament as an airship is always manned at almost every station, all the time. So what would you like to do first?
Well, after the shift is over, probably Ella have dinner with Tango and, then go off in private to, well, mostly it's not like, hey, wanna go fuck? It's like just hanging out, enjoying friends. But she wants to get her alone to have a private talk.
You go to look for Tango to go for dinner, and she hasn't arrived yet. But you see Cardinal, and he says Tango is still working downstairs.
Okay.
I tried to convince her to come for dinner, but she declined, which is kind of weird.
Okay. Maybe I'll bring her some food.
I think that's a great idea.
So I'm gonna go load her up a plate.
Okay. You can pack a little, grab a little baskety type thing and
Yeah.
bring down some stuff.
Yeah. Tango. It's
It's goggles down, doing her engineering.
I was told you elected not to come for dinner, so I brought you down some food.
What? Ella?
Yeah. Hey, I brought you some food so you can at least have something to eat without having to, you can keep doing your work here.
Awesome, thanks. Yeah, I kind of felt like, I left it for the afternoon and then, this whole thing that was my doing, I'm probably the person who should fix it.
Yeah, I get that. I don't know how much longer it's gonna take you, but did you want to hang out tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, Ella. I mean, if you're okay with, like, hanging out with the dummy who, you know,
You're not a dummy. You got
got
taken
possessed by the
advantage.
god.
That happens to people. I mean, we've seen it happen to others. Doesn't make you a dummy. Just means someone took advantage of you.
Yeah. But still, I wanted to be smart, and then I wanted so hard to be smart, I did something really stupid. God.
You know, I've known a few smart people, and that is not an uncommon thing. You know, smart people do surprisingly stupid things. Well-intentioned, but stupid. So, you know, you're still up there in the good leagues with super smart people. Nothing to feel bad about there. Just, you know,
Yeah.
it's for next time.
Yeah. She kind of like snacks away at stuff, and Rivet's kind of like bouncing around in the space around. Rivet's actually doing tool cleanup, so Tango leaves her tools everywhere, and Rivet's always like puts tools back in the toolbox in the right spot.
Oh, that's very handy. Good job, Rivet.
Yeah, sometimes he doesn't realize I'm still using that.
It's like Ash.
Yeah.
I also do that, but in my defense, if you leave a glass on the counter, it's you can clean that up. I will clean up those glasses.
Not
this
when it's
RP
half
anymore?
full
What's
of
going
still fizzy stuff.
Oh, busy, jeez. I was literally I took a fork out, put it on the counter to grab cat food to put in a dish, and I turned it was gone. I was like, what the hell?
Yep, been there.
Still fizzy. It's very funny.
I'm not testing how fizzy it is.
You can see it! Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. You know, I don't want to distract you, but like, do you want company while you're doing this, or should I
Sure.
just come back and see you later? Okay.
You want to help and hold tools and lights?
I
Clean
love
light
holding
stuff?
tools. Yeah.
Like with magic, or do you need a lantern?
I mean, a lantern's probably helpful.
So she'll pass you a lantern so that you can hold it over her while she works.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna help her work. Try not to disturb it too much.
Oh, this part's not too bad. I just, you know, I cut a huge hole pretty randomly out of this part here, and I gotta like, you know, repair it really sturdily.
Yeah.
Just got a lot done, but not tiny. Kind of so randomly.
Okay. Well, you know, help her till she's done with that stuff. And then once she's sort of like wrapped that up and we're sitting and chatting, so, Tango, something I've been curious about is, why do you want to be big?
What?
You've mentioned in comments and stuff before about how, like, you want to be big. And
Well, not like. I don't know. We should talk about more fun stuff. We all like almost died today. I almost blew the ship up.
I know, I wouldn't call that a more fun topic, but I just, like, you know, your friend, and I just... It's always a little odd when someone wishes to be something that they're not. And sometimes there's good reasons for it, but, like, you know, I want you to be happy with yourself. And if I can help with that in any way, you know, so I'm just, because you're wonderful as you are. Like, I
know. I don't mean always like literally big. I mean, like, well, sometimes, but I mean that more in the same kind of way of, like, important.
Okay.
And, like, sometimes you get looked over because you're not important enough. And I think saying I want to be big means that, like, you can't look over me. But I don't always mean just as, like, height. Although, I do think it'd be easier to ignore me than you. No one ignores you.
I don't think anyone can ignore you either. I mean...
Yeah, but I gotta put a lot of effort in. I gotta be really loud. Or sometimes people actually literally step on me.
That's fair. Onovan mentioned that when he was in your mind,
Oof.
yeah, going into someone else's mind is, I think, not a place I would want to be. But,
I'd like to be in my mind.
your own mind is a different thing. But that your portrayal of yourself there was as larger than gnome-sized, and that may just be metaphorical. It's all weird in the mind. He also mentioned that there were like 1 billion tiny ones of you that he had to
Oh
swim
man,
through.
if we could have 1 million bajillion tangos, the world would be awesome.
Kind of would be. Also terrifying, but like also really fun.
Right?
Yeah.
Whole world could be full of, like, people wearing contraptions and walking around and flying around and, blasting around.
Well, I just want you to know that you're awesome as you are. Whether you're short or if you were taller, you're fantastic.
Thanks, Alla.
You're
Pretty good for someone, hard to ignore. You're pretty nice.
Thank you. I try. And I think you're a very important person. Honestly, even the fact that we've come across you and you've been instrumental in our journey with the gods making us do this weird large-scale thing, you wouldn't have been one of the people on our team if you weren't an extremely special and important person. Don't let other people make you feel not like that.
But don't blow up ships to make it happen. I get it.
Yeah, it's gotta come from inside, not from what someone else can give you, which makes me having this whole conversation kind of ironic. But, I just want you to know you do matter. You are important. You're a very special person, and you're great as you are. You're the smartest person I've ever met. And
Do you know what Rivet is?
construct?
Kind of picked him up. Rivet's a steel defender,
That sounds cool.
right?
Steel defender.
Can I use that in a song?
Yeah, when we're in combat situations, Rivet can fight, and the rest of the time Rivet is my little buddy. Do you want to help me build another one?
Of course. I'd love to
You
help
guys
you.
could take it with you?
Are you serious?
I think we can make it happen.
Fuck yeah.
Alright. It's gonna need a bunch of my infusing magic. I might have to give you a bunch of vials that go along with it so it can keep getting powered up. It might wound down.
Yeah, whatever you gotta do, that's awesome. I'm very excited for this.
Alright, let's go get some stuff.
Sounds good, let's do it.
So, she packs up whatever food's left. There's not much left. And, brings you on a little journey to go grab bits from around the ship.
Nice.
Do you want to roll on an animal type table, or do you want to consult your team and then come back with a plan?
I'm gonna go check with the team and push Fox. So, Slayers. Brew puddle.
Did you have a thing that you wanted to do?
Yeah, but not until we.
Order doesn't matter? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I have a thing to talk about. But what's up?
I was just talking to Tango, and she asked if I wanted to help her build a little rivet-style steel
she
defender
was saying
for
that
us.
earlier, and we said,
Yeah.
You said fox, I said rabbit, and then I said something. Yeah, I said unicorn.
Oh yeah, which is pretty funny.
Yeah.
But like, I'm still thinking fox.
She's just. Can we take it with us? Like, it doesn't take
Yeah.
like, daily magical abilities from her? or
Oh,
anything
well,
like
she
that?
said like we're gonna have to bring some stuff to like sort of charge it up at least for a while till it's like fully going.
I mean,
But
cool.
yeah,
I don't mind a fox.
okay.
You don't like unicorn?
The things I could do to your mind.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, my only concern with the rabbit is like, I don't want to be subconsciously comparing it to Chunkus.
Yeah, I thought about it for him. It just came to mind.
Yeah, I mean,
It's fine.
yeah,
What else would be? Oh, we could make a goat.
could make.
Well, I already make a goat.
Yeah,
so
but not a steel goat.
No, mine is horrifying, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I mean, what if the horrifying goat gets jealous of the steel goat and it causes conflict?
I mean,
That's a bad thing.
goats aren't
Why are
really
you
known for being,
shrugging?
like,
That's bad.
Sneaky,
Sounds kind of cool.
you know.
Oh.
Like-
Cat?
Roll
Wait,
I just history what you guys know about steel defenders.
Okay.
Dun 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 dun
Yeah.
dun dun.
Other than the song.
Nat 17.
Ooh, better than me.
Rot from iron and spewer of flame. 14.
Okay, so you would have gotten a bunch more information from Tango, so you fill them in a bit more on about the steel defender. So if this influences your decision or at all, as you guys just discuss, it's a medium construct. It has an AC of 15. The hit points of it are dependent on the person it's bound to, but we'll roll that up. It has a bunch of information about it in terms of like it understands the languages that Tango speaks, and then it's got some conditioned immunities that make sense because it's a construct. But its actions in its abilities are a force-empowered rend, so it's a melee weapon attack within 5 feet. So basically, like, it can hit something, and it can also do repair 3 times per day. The magical mechanisms inside the defender restore 2d8 to itself or to another construct. So like it could repair Rivet could repair it if they were in.
Oh, plus proficiency bonus.
Yeah, plus your proficiency bonus.
And it and casting mending on it is how you heal it.
Awesome.
So it cantrip heals, which is
Yeah.
super handy.
Oh man, this is a great trip.
Full.
If you learn the cantrip, yep.
Yeah, yeah.
I am.
committed.
I'm working hard
Yep.
on it. I've already added it to my spell list.
It can also deflect attacks, so the defender imposes disadvantage on the attack roll of a creature it can see within 5 feet of it. So it can also be like a little shield.
I mean, I'm still thinking fox, because, like, you know, I like the copper finish of Rivet, and I just think that it'd look good in fox.
Is there any animals that we've come across that have been significant to our journey? Like I think that's hilariously unicorn is a thing, but could we make a steel gargoyle like Bob?
I wouldn't want to replace Bob.
It's not a replacement. But like
if people were to, okay, imagine there is a great artist hired to tell the story of the Slayers of Inconvenience, and then you see the pictures of us, and you see that there will be Mog and there will be Chunkers, and then there's
Not really an animal. Like, how does this?
True.
You'd have to make. I mean, she can kind of make it look like anything, but it could look like a little bub.
But again, this is just like what should this thing look like that would be part of the Slayers of Convenience that would make sense to our journey?
I mean, anything we do is going to become part of the.
That's true.
I mean, foxes are pretty opportunistic, so like, they are slayers when it's convenient.
Nah.
It is true.
I really like foxes. I mean, we could go with raccoon.
That is apparent.
We haven't actually come across that many animals.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Honey badgers, that did happen.
Oh yeah,
With Hammerlane and Bumblecups.
yeah, those are scrappy little bastards.
Yeah. Speaking of which, you guys want to fight a patron?
What?
So, while we continue to think about this, I was talking to Strix and we were getting to know each other, and she was curious about where my magic comes from and that kind of stuff. And her, as a warlock, wanted me to know who her patron was and also to introduce me to her, because she says she's in love with her. She wants to with me, sorry, and she wants me to meet her patron. But then she said, "I want you to fight her."
Why?
As like a method of testing worthiness.
Whose?
Mine, I suppose. And I agreed, but I thought, I'm not going to say you need to or not, but
Were we invited?
yes.
Because I mean, it does sound kind of fun. I mean,
I don't think I stand a chance against something.
I am not interested in combat for fun. You understand this?
This wouldn't be for fun. It would be like training
for
purposes,
love.
and I feel like this is true. And
Combat
that is
for
what
love.
we're fighting for.
Literally fighting for love, but we.
Literally. And the
what
dangers...
is a better thing to fight for than love?
This feels like a very arbitrary reason to fight an entity.
wasn't explained.
And what kind of patron is it?
I believe it is a djinn?
What kind of djinn?
Storms, thunder, that kind of thing. She said we would walk on the clouds to fight it. Tomorrow morning?
I mean, that alone sounds pretty cool. Does she have like a bottle that's really? I don't know much about djinns. I've never met one, but
Oh.
I know that, or at least I've heard that they have bottles they live in.
Well, metagame. Did she ask me to keep it secret? I don't know.
You can roll insight.
Can I?
Hold on.
'Kay.
What I'm going to say is, I don't know. I don't know if her name is MOTE, and I mean, I would assume she would have some sort of motto or something.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't know. I haven't met her yet. So
Ella's gonna just take this at face value.
Oh, word.
She's not gonna.
I don't think this would be arbitrary or pointless. It's not for fun. Strix said that the danger would be very present. I don't think anything that happens on our journey together is without meaning. And we're about to enter the Fae and fight who knows what. A warlock patron might be a good test of our current abilities and skills.
Also, for love,
Yeah.
I will need to sleep.
Oh yeah, tomorrow morning.
yeah. Because I think, it's a little weird that we were invited, and I think that's part of it, is like, part of your worthiness for her in the eyes of like,
Our cause.
patron is also being judged on the people that you travel with.
Yeah,
Because
that's fair.
like the people you choose to surround yourself with do say quite a bit about you.
Wait. So, this is like you meeting her mom?
Yeah. That's what I equated it to, especially because her parents are deceased, even though she didn't flat out say that. She said that they weren't, it was too late. But yes.
Well, I mean, if the potential is high that one of her parents is a celestial entity of some kind.
Yeah, clearly, yeah.
I don't think Jinn fall into that category. I believe they're more elemental. Be that as it may.
You know, it's like sometimes you just got to do like something, or it's, you know, maybe not the thing you'd normally do, but you just like want to bond with the family, you know? So you do something that they're into, and like maybe you can find some overlap, but like that bonding with their parents or patron.
It will be more interesting than the pickle fight.
Yeah.
Good.
No, the pickle fight was pretty fun.
Also, Strix said that she does this herself when she's trying to make a decision or test herself and find the outcome to something she's struggling with. So,
I see. What are the stakes? However, we could die, yes?
I think so.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Very well. It is about time we tested ourselves anyway, I suppose.
Yeah. Should we... What does anyone here know about Jinn? Storm? Jinn? Air?
That maybe they have bottles.
Air Genie?
What shall I roll? It's all the same.
I mean, it's history or arcana.
Yeah, it's all the same. Not terrible. It's all the same. 5.
So you know the basic
Stories.
things that everyone in the world kind of does. And your roll?
15.
Noise.
What'd you
Okay.
get? 5?
5.
Ah.
Donovan knows that it's about elemental magic.
It's like lamp.
Lamp.
More bottle, like the association here, but the elemental stuff is correct, and it is about, in the case of the Jinn, they are storm-based and air elemental energies. In the case of why this would be a patron, is that there are warlocks around the world that have different patrons from these genie kind of classes, and they get different abilities based on the kind of genie magic that they're a part of.
So, yeah, Pact of the Genie. Do I know anything about any resistances or vulnerabilities?
With the 15, I'll give you some extra info for sure. They will do extra thunder damage, which is something that you'll know Strix can do as well. When she summons her pact weapon, I don't know if you would have seen her in combat before, but she can summon a sword. And that sword, when she attacks and hits with it, she can do extra thunder damage. She uses that to like push people off of platforms.
Sick.
Did we see that in...
I don't know that she summoned the sword.
She showed up after we beat those
Yeah.
people, but
Yeah,
then
yeah.
was there combat while we were on board the Parliament after that?
I think the only person she's pulled her sword on is you.
Was me, yeah. And put it to my throat. And I was like, do it. Okay, so...
This, in particular, the one that you'll be fighting, if she would have given you any tips or anything, they are resistant to cold and immune to lightning and thunder.
Okay, so we don't want to do anything that is like storm-oriented, so like I shouldn't use like shatter, we'll probably not do anything against these things. I think that you don't want to use cold. We want to focus more on like fire-based things. Also, they're going to probably do things like thunder damage or lightning damage or wind or those kinds of things to us. So if there's anything you want to prepare, I can't really change my abilities overnight. It's usually takes a lot more for me to change any of my magics out. But
Yes, there's not much I can do in that regard that wouldn't expend some power from an item that I would rather save for when the going is truly tough.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Can anyone absorb elements? Is that the thing?
No, not me, no.
Don't know.
no, not yet, I don't think.
Yeah, that would be handy. But yes, cool.
Yeah, I think another benefit of this is like it's a chance for the patron to assess you and the people you associate yourself with, but it's also a chance for you to assess her patron.
I was thinking that, especially with my new connection to On Air. Like, is that going to be a clashing thing?
Yeah.
I'm not really thinking long term right now, but this would be a factor.
Yeah, I mean, I suspect that if Strix doesn't think it's clashing, then her patron will be fine. But, you know, it's just good to get a vibe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna go find Tango and start working on Foxy. I've
Are we
already
settled
named
on
it.
Fox? Oh, jeez.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
well, it
it's
could be
good.
named Fox and be a different animal.
Oh, that's true.
Foxy.
Foxy Badger? Foxy Goat? You
I mean, a fox.
guys have a couple options.
I can't think of anything better, really.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem is I can't really think of anything else.
Okay, wait.
Oh.
They weren't really animals. They were in between these, but we had a weremoose, a werebeaver, rats.
I don't really want rats. I don't know how,
How
like...
big can it be? Can it be a wolf?
I don't think they get that big. I mean, I'm sort of thinking the size of
Like
river.
rivet sized? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what makes sense for the fox. But like,
You know,
we could have something
I don't
as big
like
as a wolf.
beavers are kind of slow moving on land, and water seems a weird place for it, given its metal.
Yeah.
If it was gonna be a wolf, it would look like the dire wolf babies that you guys saw at the mansion. Like it would be small.
That's pretty fucking
right.
cute too.
I forgot about those. Wait, weren't they hellhound babies?
Hellhounds,
Hellhound
right,
babies.
hellhounds.
Yeah. There were animals on the way. Yeah. Fish. It's just a flopping steel fish.
It would look more like Jeff if you guys did that, right? From Rivals, because it would be like
Oh,
fish, but with little.
I was thinking, what are those fish in Pokemon that are just like the most useless?
Magikarp.
Yeah.
flopping around.
No.
Just
It would
giving
be
it our, like,
if you guys were gonna pick fish, it would need legs, so it would be like Jeff.
I mean, personally, I'm still not hearing anything that appeals more than Fox.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't care enough, and you seem to care a lot about Fox. And also, this is going to be representative of Tango, who, well, is a connection to all of us, has a special connection to you, so.
And lots of orange.
Ha! I didn't think that. I mean, guess we
I
could
didn't
paint.
really think of that other than the copper, but cool. We're gonna go start Foxy.
Sure.
She like runs off excited, like a kid out of his leg. I get candy.
Don't forget to practice mending.
I'm on it.
All right.
That's cool.
So you spend that time. You and Tango probably work on this like well into the late hours of the evening.
Sketching Foxy.
Yeah. Tango's like, and then we can put this here. Do you want it to like, have a cool fin or straight fox?
Straight Fox.
Or a really bushy mane that's made out of magnetic iron filings.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Uh,
Shows its mood.
Yeah.
Fuzzy tail of filings.
Sparrow?
Okay, so you'll work away at that. It'll be something you'll have to plug away at, and Tango's hoping that by the time you guys are done your journey, she'll be able to help you out to get there. If you're gonna do that, it's gonna need to go with some of her infusions that she would pass to you. That's almost like a power cell sort of thing, but it's magic that she would need to get replaced. So she can give you a pack of them, and then maybe over time she's hoping that your own magic would fuel it. But whether that works or not,
Multi-class and artificer.
I have to take a level.
You can take a level of artificer.
I don't wanna.
Actually, you just started doing it. Narratively,
We'll see.
you've gone
Okay.
into 2 artificers in a row, and suddenly you have the urge to make.
I went into one
one.
to find some stuff. I went into one and accidentally shaped myself into fit in that mind. So that's the hard part.
It wasn't an accident.
Well, kind of was.
Okay. If we take you to the end of the day, then we meet up with you at night.
Yeah.
Ow!
Yikes.
It's perfect. You both are saying similar things, but it's because you guys are like, smashing tools and hurting yourself with that stuff.
Yeah,
What a nice
the only smashing there was time for was like
To build the
actual
robot.
tools, not
Yeah.
metaphorical tools.
Yeah.
Where's Haladon's wand?
With Onovan.
We'll have time for sexy smashing tomorrow.
And Onovan, you have a couple of things that you usually do. You might need to feed. No.
Yep.
You might need to do a couple of other things in your
Yeah. I just go through the regular roll of things that I do before I make my appointment.
No.
So yeah, I'll.
No.
No. I feed no one of the mice. And may I roll like a animal handling to try and make it transform into something I want? 13.
Oh, it's a little bit better than the last time you tried.
Okay.
So, no, it begins to. It's listening to what you want it to do and trying to, take the shape of what you've given it, but it is slow and imperfect, but it's much better. And one of the things that it keeps doing now that you've been feeding it particularly is that it keeps leaving the mouth part with teeth and stuff to eat stuff. And it's like, huh? Like it's hoping that maybe it'll get more snacks or treats.
A little Venus flytrap.
Yeah. Then what I'll do, I think, is I have to. Guess I have to teach it to hunt for itself, I guess. Otherwise, the mouth will be there the whole time. But it's a trap-like creature, so.
Roll insight.
They also must move.
12?
You might need to teach it to hunt, which might mean that you need something alive.
Yeah.
Or food just out of reach.
But also, you get from that insight roll enough to know that on the other side of 10, that it's also about what is the intention of keeping itself hidden. Like, why would it do that?
Yeah.
It has to sneak up on something or surprise something, and why is the element of surprise good?
Okay. Well, I will keep that in mind as I continue to train this thing. And yeah, otherwise I will get to my appointment.
Which starts the same way it always does, with the book.
I let it know that I'm here.
It no?
The book itself. Yeah.
Oh.
And the meeting group responds. And you see, for this kind of a meeting, it's not surprising to you that a couple people check in. So it's not just your contact on the other side, the singular person, but it is that representative and then someone else from your house as well. And that person's script begins to flow. And they are there with a special message from your house in particular. And the message begins from House Keanu about brokering this very new secret deal. They mention the involvement of the Empress in connection to your house specifically, in the formation of something new. They believe you would be integral to. And although they have always been likely aware of the mission, but unable to truly know what you were doing or how to stop you, instead they've proposed a merger that your house is considering.
I inquire, in what capacity am I integral?
And House Keanu again responds that they would like to talk to you about the consideration of, once you are done on this mission for the world, would you put your life on the line again for everyone?
I reply, as is my duty, so shall it be.
And they begin to lay out the details, secret to just you. It discusses Aurora being aware of the LHC. It discusses details of what you would do if this crew that you've been building become your only group. And then on the other side, you would be tasked with continuing to create an ongoing legacy of people to protect it. Details continue to flow of the proposal.
I'm gonna use context clues about the particulars of the LHC, and I respond with they are under my tutelage, but not my direct command. Their involvement only comes with their consent, and not by means of manipulation or subterfuge.
The response is about understood. We also believe that this would involve the formation of key intellectuals, houses, representatives of a secret organization that doesn't know the boundaries of nations.
Could be an asset, but be careful of too many secrets.
The House representative that's replying to you weighs in again because they're actually asking you in a way that's different from what often comes across through the book, which is usually just instructions. But in this case, because it is an ask, they accept your warning and caution and then write back. Details will develop further. If you think that you would be amenable, please, we need you. The next line replies from the other person that you usually get instructions from. And they say, you do not need to say yes. please take time to consider, as this would mean goodbye.
I shall confirm my involvement at the landing of this vessel. Is the mating adjourned?
Yes, the last thing that they send is from the person who does tend to send you just instructions, the last notes that you would have needed that were technical. And everyone signs off.
I sign off and close the book. I just before I turn in for the night, I'm gonna use a use of my sending spell to naps and slaps. I assume that they're one stat block. And I say.
Well, one of them would only respond with.
And I say, LHC.
Oh, good.
And you hear back from Naps. Lighthouse Company.
That's what I thought. It's a good name. Let me know next time.
Naps would reply with, copy that.
Those kids are going to be the death of me.
How many people are there now?
4, 5 if you include Bubs.
Include Bubs. There's Bubs, Naps and Slaps, and then there was the 2 that you converted in the streets.
Yeah.
But did the Crumbs go there or not? Is the question.
Crumbs are independent, but yeah.
They are, but I said did they.
I would
if they're
assume
looking for a
they
place.
hang out there, but I don't know that they would like stay there.
Yeah. They seem to be around you a bunch.
Oh yeah. I don't. They could be on this ship. Also, I think when you first introduced them, there were 4, and then it turned into 3.
Yeah.
So-
There's 4. But I think
Perfect.
there's one that's always like
Hiding.
Perfect. It's not always the same one,
Yeah.
right?
So
They
when I
take
went back and
turns.
saw the 3,
Yeah.
I haven't actually seen them again since. So then the next time I might be like, wait. Okay, you need names. But yeah.
I got one thing I would like to do at breakfast before we start this.
Oh, I'd like to do something before I actually go to sleep as well. So I will use. I'm going to go out onto Strix's kick-ass balcony and pull out the sending stone from the crumbs.
Okay.
Pants on, shirt off.
Damn right. wait. It was pants on, shirt off. What was the last thing?
I forget.
There was another thing. Was it holding a weapon? Or no? It was something else. From the frog.
Oh yeah, it was holding a thing. Yeah. I imagine you like leaning against the door like Patrick Swayze, just like.
It's like hair blowing in the
The crew on the ship are like, why is he doing that?
So I'll just pull out the stone, and since I don't know their names, I'll just go. Couldn't leave. Forgot to leave. What's it called? Thieves' Cant. On the Parliament, heading to Yasmir. What are your names? I need names.
Roll a d20.
Okay.
Over 10, under 10.
19.
Okay. All you hear is duck, 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 duck.
No shit.
And then you hear one more voice go, Goose.
Hi, Dad. Not your dad.
It was gonna be like under 10 they aren't on the ship. Over 10 they're on the ship.
And they're all on the ship.
And they're all on the ship.
Okay, but are they? I mean, Strix would know her crew. Did they get approval? All right, cool.
I'll have to ask her.
I mean, in that case, I don't have to use the single use of the sending stone a day. I can just message them now and be like, "What the hell? Did you meet with Strix somehow and get approval to be on the ship?"
Yep.
All right. How did I not see you all day?
We're that good.
Why am I asking? Okay. Good night.
Don't worry, we got you.
Nice.
Those little bastards, they are tenacious.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, I think the harder you try to tell them to not follow you, the more they're like, you must be in more danger. He's sending us away because it's dangerous.
Fucking duck. Goose.
You wanted to do something too?
Yeah, that's it for
At
me.
breakfast.
Oh, at breakfast. Okay. We transition from the evening.
Oh, and I guess I should have said to Strix. They agreed.
Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic.
How do you send word or how does that work?
Well, we'll walk out. And I'll reach out.
Walk out onto the clouds?
The clouds.
How does that work?
Magic, like my magic, and then also, if we need to, spell scrolls.
Okay. Okay. I can't fly, so
Not yet.
no.
It'll be brief. But then once we're in the vision, she'll take it from there.
Right. Okay.
Usually I cast daylight
In division?
to get there.
To get there.
I know, it sounds a little bit alarming, walk into the light. I mean it in a good way, though.
Oh, I didn't even think of that, but yes. Okay.
I've never brought someone before, so I assume it'll work the same.
All right. Okay.
Do you have anything else to ask me? You went out to the balcony, looked wistfully out into
Oh.
the moonlight.
I mean, I assume you met with 4 little scamps that you've granted passage with. Aren't they? I think they're going to follow me off the ship, so I don't think you have full-time crew members.
They didn't imply that they were going to be full-time.
Oh, okay.
But if they'd like to stay, they're welcome.
Okay.
I don't know that they'll make it as ducks. They are, I don't think they're ready to join a crew.
I mean, they come from a crew of a different
Agreed.
kind with a certain amount of...
I've taken in previous
Yeah, I mean...
cookie crumbs.
Whew, yeah, this is true. That's a lot of crumbs to be a pretty big target.
I think we can't worry about it too much. I think we see what happens with them.
Sure.
When they came with the proposal, they were adamantly your bodyguards.
Okay.
But I assumed, because they said not to tell you anything unless you asked me, that there is something happening that will make sense later.
I'm just trying to... They've stepped away from Farine and her organization, and I said I do not want to replace her to you. I'm not going to give you daily orders. You're free to do as you wish. Look out for each other, look out for other crumbs, that kind of thing. They're totally doing to just follow me around, though.
Sometimes the best thing to do in order to find your way is to follow a path already being traveled.
Yeah.
Then when you get confident enough,
You go, hey, look at that. And you go that way. Yeah. That's fair.
when they're ready.
Yeah. All right.
And
When two roads diverge in a yellow wood.
and yet, if any of them choose to stay,
Frost.
Oh.
Two roads diverged, or road diverged in a yellow wood, and I took the road less traveled.
if any of them choose to stay, there are 4, I think. I only saw 3, sort of.
Yeah. The first time I saw 4, then 3, and then they just duck. So.
As they are figuring out their way, if any of them choose to stay and try out as ducks, they're welcome. If they all choose to move on, that is okay too.
Okay.
Jay spoke very highly of them. He said they caught him out back of the dragon wagon, and within seconds he was subdued. They're very fast.
Oh, I mean.
Very capable for little...
Yes. Yeah, don't underestimate children. I was going to say Jay knows them. That's what? But okay. Wait, why did they subdue him?
I believe to impress him.
Ah. Fair enough.
No.
Okay. Shall be an exciting morning.
Could be a more exciting night.
His clothes were already off. What's he pulling off at this point? Turn into a Robbie Williams music.
So you wanna ride, DJ?
I like the idea that you went out with your pants on to be like,
Sure.
shirt off, pants on, and then, tumble out of your pants while she...
Just tear away.
I can get new pants!
Yeah.
Alice learning mending!
Or those weren't cutaways.
Some of it is still there.
He makes a whoosh sound. with his tail. Oh, real performance. That's 17.
Nice.
Good.
So that's 27, I believe. Yes.
She rolls a 18.
All right.
Lower that.
She's
DC by 1.
Yeah. Actually, I'll take the extra hit point. Or no, it's AC. Sorry, not hit point.
Okay. And then so, everybody, yeah. Some biting, and then lovely sleep,
27, geez.
and then the morning.
27 Strix had a good night. The ducks are like, jeez.
Never unhear that.
You wanted to come on board.
Someone came on board.
I'm not your dad.
In the morning, you wanted to do something at breakfast.
Yeah. I assume Brock is there at breakfast again.
Yeah. Looks like he's been up for a while. He's already had
It's like,
breakfast.
Brock!
Hi!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good morning, lovely morning. I was just wondering, do you have your... She looks around like clandestine, like, for her, which is very obvious. Do you have that journal with you?
Oh my god, people need to stop asking me. I have the journal. Not here.
Can I see it?
No.
Really? Are you sure? I just want to...
Why? Anthem was asking me about it yesterday.
I think it's cool. I just want to look at it.
What are you gonna do?
I am going to get a feeling for it.
Can I borrow a feeling?
But
Lend me a couple of...
what does that mean? Are you gonna cast magic on it?
I'm going to cast Detect Good and Evil.
Didn't you already do that?
I think so.
Did I?
Yeah. And it was nothing, right? It was neutral.
Oh,
You wanted to do it again?
I mean, if I already did it, then... Did I already do that, Anthem?
Huh? What's going on?
I was saying that I want to detect good and evil on the journal. But he says I already did it.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, cool.
I
cool.
identified, you cast good and evil. Yeah.
Cool. Well then, no worries.
What did I learn about it when I cast identify? I don't remember.
I mean, I didn't even remember that I did a thing.
But I do remember that
A lot happened since then.
We were convinced, exhausting our abilities to determine what was going on with it, to leave it with Rock and trust him.
Yeah.
Cool. What?
And yet, neither of you trust me.
No, it's not you. It's the magic item. That's all.
We care about you and just want to
You're
protect
not my mom and dad.
No, I'm absolutely not.
Well,
He
you're my
is.
dad, but like, you're not my mom and dad as like a parental.
I like to think of
parenting
myself
unit.
as the crazy aunt.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I very much look at Ella as my sort of big sister.
I think it's fine, I say as I
Oh, Auntie Alla sounds good too.
pour myself a
That feels weird to
I've
me.
always
I
felt
don't like
weird
that.
about
I don't.
calling,
I think it's
like,
weird. No.
You know, like some people, like the family friend that's like aunt or uncle, and they call them that. That's always seemed really strange to me. Like, why aren't they just, call them by the name? Like, I feel like those terms should be. They mean more when they're to your actual family.
I think it works when it is like applied to someone who like an elder that you can rely or depend on and like will like protect you and stand up for you.
This is
like an
not
auntie,
talking
like
about
like an auntie or an uncle would. It's very common in a lot of different like.
I know it is.
cultures
I
and
just
stuff, yeah.
I feel like I've just always felt like those terms are a specific thing, and like they define a specific relationship to me. But like it's super common. But like I've always just been like.
Are you? But you did say that as Alla, right?
I said it as Ella.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just clarifying.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with people doing it. It's always seemed strange to me because, like, it's sort of as an honorific, but I feel like.
How about just Alla?
Yeah, don't call me out. I just, I sort of think of that as.
I didn't mean that.
role,
Obviously, you're my dad. I mean that, like.
No, I know.
Two of you coming at me this way.
Look.
I just feel like.
I used to think in those terms, which is why I pushed Lionel and his family away, and why I pushed you away.
I'm not saying you should push those people away.
I know, but I think that those titles mean a whole lot different to me nowadays.
That's fair.
Yeah, I choose you.
Exactly.
And you choose me. So we trust each other.
I think a chosen family is very important, especially to those who don't have.
I guess to
The
me,
option.
those things, they imply the lack of choice. They imply, that
How about?
like
Yeah,
they
I get what you're
imply
saying.
the blood, and that like this relation is just there versus the adopted family and tightness of that, which, I can see the thing. I will admit, I don't know much about families. I never really had that.
But I see where you're coming from.
How about what I'll agree to is that
I
if
just want to be your friend. Let's just leave it at that.
and as friends and my dad, if the journal does anything that I feel weird about, I promise I'll message you somehow.
Oh, I wasn't even going to bring that up today, but yes. Or tell Strix.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, we.
Yeah, if anyone's
Actually-
going to be a pseudo mom, don't say that to her though.
No, she's the captain.
We. Oh, yeah, good point. This is a very serious thing. So, we. After where we're going, shit, we're about to step onto the clouds and fight a djinn. And then we're going to Yazmir, and then we're going to the Feywild.
What's this about stepping on clouds?
Apparently we're walking onto the clouds.
That sounds so
Get
cool.
ready to fly. We gotta put a hook on the list. Okay.
We've all seen that, right?
We've also. Oh my.
Okay.
But, yeah, get used to counting on Strix, and I mean, I'm always here if you need
She's
me.
my captain, yeah. I
might
get it.
not always be here if you need me. I don't know how we're getting to the Fae, but I don't know how we're getting back either.
Well, I know if the journal's right, I'm okay.
Yeah. But I don't know that I will be, so.
I just. Yeah.
16. What was
Not
that?
funny.
Fuck.
It was maybe something, but you can tell that to push right
okay.
now is not the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to push. I just. You're a
I
friend,
will
and I
get
want to
you
protect you like a
breakfast.
friend, like I want to protect them as friends.
And he says, I'll get you breakfast, and he makes sure that anything else comes to your table.
Did you see that?
What?
Did you see that?
What? He just got.
No, when I said, he said, I'll be okay, and I said, yes, but I might not be. His reaction, I'm not so sure, but, I mean, I don't want to, I'm not going to bug him, but, fuck, that kind of shook me a bit. I mean, it's a possibility. But
This is why not all of us should know what happens in the future.
yeah,
Yeah, and I mean,
yeah, screw it.
you know,
Whatever. Ugh. Ugh.
it's gonna happen sometime for all of us. And who knows, like, you know, if it is him from the future, it's not like that could be from here. It could be like, well, you know, last year, in 30 years, you know, you went, so I know that that's gonna come, you know. Doesn't mean like, oh, I'm never gonna see you again after you go to the Feywild, and I already know that.
Alice says that. He's like, what? And we cut to break.
Oh, it got heavy.
Yeah, that was really
Goddamn.
intense. Welcome to Altero. Hi kids, do you like violence?
Bins are around. The birds are already there.
Oh, I see what's coming.
Whip out my pistol.
Oh, nope, I don't.
So I have 5 attacks
Holy fuck.
with haste, and advantage on all of them.
Your rage is so happy.
No, not the healer. Oh yes, the healer.
No! 2 nat ones.
I mean business.
Boop. There's an amazing group of heroes. They're known as the Steel Wing. They are famous across the world. You 4 players are not those guys. We could all use a little saving, right? Heroes who are gonna kill the shark!
What shark?
There's one thing I know about Tibbles. Always inclined to save baby.
Your guards have no honor. Believe it.
Enhanced interrogation, I think, is what they call it.
I gag a little and drop him.
I'm just gonna cut off a halfling's leg.
Let us save them.
Yeah.
Purge them.
Screw him.
A loving wife and family, and I am going to seduce him.
Oh.
Get him in the coat, smack him with the hammer.
And what of the sacrificed? Why are they punished for her sins?
But you give me fucking back Gordy right the fuck now, or I won't rest until every last bit of this marsh is fucking gone.
You aspire to godhood.
Yeah.
That is not sacrifice. No. That is hubris.
You have no faith in me, man. Come on. Like, someday those are going to be bells because I've been doing it.
It's not good to have bells, okay?
I'm using my Columbo skills here.
A lot of people are not like a lot of things we think they're like, you know.
Yes. I am Beak.
You want to do our homework together, pal?
If only somebody would invent something to help us add.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I could probably scrounge up an abacus.
Do you even math, bro?
No.
I can't right now. I'm doing math. Have to think on that.
I did bring math into it.
Yep.
Luckily, it's magic, so fuck you guys. Here we go.
Our motto, a friend in need is a friend indeed.
Absolutely.
That is not our motto. Who told you that was our motto?
Home is where the barber is?
Yeah.
Oh, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
That my thoughts don't matter.
Yes.
Damn, I feel like this developed quickly.
When souls touch.
Bring it in. Bring it in.
I'm gonna pick his pockets.
I have a D&T party with my stuffed animals.
No, it's not for the butler, it's for Butler. My name is Butler.
We will be rolling around naked gnomes again.
There's just like droplets of water flying off of him as he flies through the air. And he's naked, like.
How thick is the blade hole?
If you don't lose your pants in harmony,
Those were my
did you
good
really
trousers.
even go? My name is Goblin of the Bogoblins. Have you ever picked your nose? It's good stuff up there.
She's beauty and she's grace. She'll wreak havoc on your face.
And he just throws the door open, and he's just wearing a towel. Kind of like does some stretches.
That's like the worst pickup line I've ever heard. Maybe the adult also.
Hey girl, with you and me, that's all we need to make all the fireworks happen.
God.
What?
Tell me straight. You and Rurik, were you riding the devil's saddle?
Hey, big guy, have you ever slept with someone? I do it for love. I fell in love with a mermaid, and she had great big fins.
You are so strong. You are a woman of no bounds.
Hashtag sexy murder dream.
You have acted out of love. That is not a bad thing.
Because what plagues this land is love. You have ever lost something so dear that the rest of everything in your life fades like sand through your fingers?
They're all I have left of her. She's never coming back. And I'm so alone.
Many have lost what you have lost, and none would sacrifice what you have sacrificed.
Keep the flowers. Keep alive that memory. Find the thing that connects you.
His name, dude.
Yes.
Okay.
It's gonna be good.
Meant to be.
He's looking Billy Goat's rough.
It's the brazier of Conjuring Fire Elemental.
Scry me a river.
Spider. It's a spy. Barbarian joke.
Want to go on a D8? That's
Room and Boar. Great place.
I believe you, but I kind of have bigger, pardon the pun, but fish to fry.
And it's called Counter Cell.
Yeah, there it is.
It doesn't get old.
No. Although
Nothing gets old at this table except me.
This time.
When a statement must be made, it must be made loudly.
Sometimes it's the only way to face the darkness is to embrace the darkness.
Welcome back. Heroes!
Yay! That's us.
I am not a barbarian.
Settle down, settle down.
You do you, babe.
Kill a few people here and there in the name of don't kill me.
There's a little something else in there.
We've been through some stuff together.
This is
haven't
how we create
Peer
bonds.
pressure.
It's been the best part of my life.
I'm not going to the temple.
You start to vomit all over Aaron.
No! He had a fling with a tiefling.
Maybe I should wear like a sneaky detective outfit. Are you sure I can't tempt you?
This.
That's not delightful. That's terrifying.
Yeah.
I'm trying to fight, and you guys are turning it into a sex thing, and the damage was trash.
And what is your 7th favorite trait?
Oh my god.
Friends solve puzzle together. Friends, our team. I'm good at killing things, and you guys are passable.
Hello. Hello.
Lovely wedding.
He is now engulfed in flames.
I think I got in a couple good hits.
Fennel's unconscious again. Hello, Zap.
Whoa! Drop a 0.
Estravel!
She is the devil.
Okay, so she's looking for a vessel, and that's...
Do not let that happen.
Focus fire!
You are so hungry.
The familiar and unfamiliar faces of everyone you've ever killed.
There is no justice here, only sickness. And I am the cure.
No.
Her eyes go black.
Oh, no.
No, I'm down.
Saving them is. That's it. That's all. That's all. That's everything.
Not ideal to have to kill your friends.
She repeats back words that you said to her once.
When a statement must be made, it must be made loudly.
I've found people and starting to feel like a real person again.
Because I have friends. I have friends now.
Are you ready?
What is sound check? What do we do on sound check?
Well, technically, we're supposed to count to 5 so that you can balance our audio. However, we no longer count to 5. We do stupid voices and characters, and you're not even in the sound booth anymore. So, quite frankly, I don't know what this is.
Trevor?
Yes.
You're a doctor delivering twins and realizing there are actually more coming out than expected.
1, 2, 3.
I don't know how to baby.
Oh, 4. Wow. 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 Gerald? Yeah.
Are you ready?
Sounds good to me.
Welcome back, everybody! much silliness in our break, and we're ready to go.
Here we are.
Yup.
So, Strix,
I don't know where I'm gonna cut in on that.
right? Strix comes back to the dining hall area, and she's fresh coffee in hand because she drinks an awful lot of coffee, and she finishes it up, slams it down. They're all in, so shall we?
Here we get to walk on clouds.
It's the plan.
That sounds awesome.
Is it actually walking, or are we?
Well, we're gonna fly out from the ship.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put our faith in us into my patron's hands.
Okay.
I mean, I do it a lot, so I'm assuming it should be fine.
Sorry, I forgot to take a long rest.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
And who doesn't have the fly spell?
I don't.
So she will dig out a couple of scrolls for you,
Sweet.
so that everyone can cast fly.
Oh, is there enough to give one to Onavin so he's not, missing a
Oh yeah, using up a
reservoir? Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me, when we're doing this, like, normally I'd just be, like, up at the front, wailing in on all the damage, but, like, should you be taking more of a, like, central role in this, and we're just sort of, like, back up?
I would say that if it was just me doing the thing, but I feel like if it's the three of us going in as a unit, then we should present as a unit as we normally would.
Okay.
Yeah.
Word. I just wasn't sure if it was, because I tend to do a large portion of the damage and stuff. So.
Oh my.
Fly is a concentration spell. Other spells are concentration spells.
Well, we're flying out there and then we're entering a vision space.
Got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you won't need to stay concentrating on fly.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about this? One way we can switch is don't use your compel them to focus just on you.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, we're only fighting one person, so that's not really useful in that
'cause
situation.
we couldn't do much right now. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll arrive in her hand, but that's of course just another part of the vision, so we'll be safe. And then we'll enter into the space, but I've always done it just meeting her on a cloud top.
Cool.
I think so.
Yeah, this is really cool.
Yeah, it's fucking epic.
Right? Yeah. I did not predict this would be part of the journey. I thought the weird stuff would be once we are in the Fae. This is wild.
Are they fluffy?
I don't know what it'll feel like to you. I believe it's probably your own belief in what it will look like and feel like, right?
Oh, it's like being on a big pillow.
Then it probably will be.
Nice.
So she'll pass out. She's got a couple of scrolls. I have to collect these all the time everywhere I go, or get them freshly created.
Then save one. I'll be fine.
All right. Like a waiver.
Yep.
I will
Yep.
hold the maker of this scroll responsible. Anything that happens to me while airborne.
And if you haven't experienced the fly spell before, technically it lasts for 10 minutes. This whole experience will last in the world of this place like 10 minutes, right? Like you're going to go out, be in a part of this vision. The vision time is weird. Then you'll come back within the time that it takes. Yeah.
11 minutes!
Yeah. You have a flying speed of 60 feet. In her, the way that she's showing you guys what she's about to do, she anticipates that that's all you'll need.
Okay.
Are there any final questions? Pack some snacks.
How long will we be out there that we would need snacks?
Oh,
I mean, it's just good to have snacks.
Used to traveling with Tango, I guess.
Yeah, she gave me some pocket snacks this morning.
I'll be fine. Thank you.
Let's go.
Onward.
And you watch, she, of course, just swoops her jacket around. He steps off the ship.
Whoa.
And she begins to fly.
Oh, wait, we did this. Oh, right. You cast fly on me.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever flown before.
Are you sure? I haven't cast fly on you?
Who was airborne when we were triangulating?
Matt doesn't remember.
We were triangulating to find rock in Portalis.
I was.
It was me and you, and
Yeah.
you were on the ground? Okay,
Yeah.
so there you go.
I just full Magneto just. Yeah.
She does all of her stuff with breezes that she blasts into her hair and her coat. She just starts to fly out across the, and you can just follow her through the clouds.
Ella kind of stands on the gunnel and it's like,
it's fine.
And then trust falls.
Right? You're trying to run through the air.
I think Anthem is going to make a show of it to make himself look cool with all the cloaks and business, so that the Crumbs and Rock and everyone are like, oh. So he's gonna fucking jump into the air.
Yeah, you don't pose topless on the deck and then not make a show of flying out into the
yeah.
clouds.
And then he'll even draw his swords and have them back so that he's flying horns first. Fucking
cool.
You know you don't have to do that. Yes.
It's for the kids.
Everyone, you're gonna roll a performance. Just roll a dexterity check. You're doing your
28.
Whoa!
I do a barrel roll.
What?
When you say dexterity check, what, like acrobatics, athletics?
I think just athletics.
Good.
Computer says no.
It's just asleep.
Acrobatics.
Are we playing Dungeons and Dragons?
13.
I mean, you're moving through the air.
Started with a trust fall technique. Yeah.
I'm just having fun. I'm not trying to look cool. I'm just
It's
like,
it started a bit like, oh, okay, yeah, she's fine. She's going. Yeah. Most
she's
people are
having
watching.
fun. That's what matters.
Tango's in the back, just like, woo! Everyone else is watching Anthem anyways.
So Zala, that's part of the problem.
Do you need help, Allah?
What? No, I'm having a great time. Also, Anthem.
Yeah.
Oh, you look less cool now.
Flies through a cloud and makes just a heart.
For love.
It's my last name. Heart.
It's beautiful.
I guess everyone shows off the first time.
Yeah. There's a bit of diminishing returns on the coolness of, like, the more you try there. But, like, still awesome.
You are in such dense cloud cover now that it's not really visible too much. Whatever happens from here on out to anyone else. And it's only a couple of minutes before you arrive to where Strix is already alighted. And it's like she's stepped down into what seems like a giant palm of a hand.
Whoa. Just put my scimitars away. It's just for show.
Oh, like touching the cloud. It is fluffy. Also kind of moist.
Yes,
Actually, feels really nice.
And she then casts daylight. So she casts a spell and just the bright light all around you all.
Whoa.
As you can tell that what she's doing is in her mind, or however she communicates, she's reaching out to MOTE. But it's a 60-foot radius sphere of daylight around her. Yeah. Probably if anyone could see below the clouds, there's just like beautiful beams of light.
People on the ground are like, there's another sun now! Ah! I thought we were good with the moons. There's two suns.
People are just like, ugh.
My crops are gonna burn.
All right. Let's enter into this vision space. As the light almost blinds you for a second of the daylight, but then as your eyes readjust, you are standing atop just like big puffy clouds.
Oh.
And in the center of this arena type area of these clouds is what looks like a storm giant.
Whoa.
And you are all here. Strix is with you, although she walks forward to address her patron.
I thought she was a djinn.
Aha. Storm Jinn. But
big.
Djinnit. No, it doesn't work.
No.
She whispers back to you guys as you talk amongst yourselves, and she's like, "It's just a representation."
Yeah, vision space. Yeah, could be whatever she wants here, I guess.
Yeah, fair enough.
And she turns back to MOTE and she says,
"Big sword,
Mistress, I come to you again, proud. And I choose him. And she steps aside.
Very performative bow.
And with your two companions, the Mistress of Thundering Echo says across to all of you. Let the battle commence.
Oh.
No introductions or okay.
Yep.
Roll initiative.
This is the introduction.
Holy crap.
You get the sense that there is a performative nature to it just between herself and Strix. That they don't come here and talk until the end if they do, right? She arrives and just, they challenge each other and begin their duel. And so, we've got Mote with a nat 20. We've got Alla.
She's stoked for this. She also has a nat 20.
Oh!
Let's go. Ooh, do we want to roll off or do we want to do a comparison?
Pull out your sword.
I think it's that, like, if a player and an NPC both rolled, then the player gets it.
Ties go to the runner. Yeah, that sounds good. Just looking at the stat block here.
I am curious to know what her dex is.
Probably higher than mine.
I don't know, it's pretty high.
It's 2.
Anthem.
22.
Jesus.
It's for love.
Oliver.
1.
He's not really interested. He's just here. More out of, well, I guess interest, but he's not invested.
Well, it's important to Strix that you bring your crew because that's what's important to her, right?
That makes sense.
So for her, the offer of you to bring the Slayers of Convenience with you is that this is how she feels that it's most important for the life and combat of.
One isn't bad. It's tactical. You're waiting to see what's happening.
It's a tactical one.
Yeah, tactical one.
Tactical crit fail.
Yeah, he used it now. We don't penalize crit fails on initiative, do we? Oh, that would be an interesting thing.
What a
Missed your first turn kind of thing.
You just go last.
Yeah.
Which is technically first, depending on how you look at it.
First to react. That's not a loser's mentality.
All right, Alice.
It's just something they tell losers.
No.
Yeah, that's some
The Mistress of Thundering Echo challenges you.
Oh, yeah, first.
You're first.
Yeah, I'm just here for fun. I am the pretty guardian that fights for love and justice! Attack.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so you run towards her,
Yep.
and you have 40 feet of movement. Okay. You just run right in.
Are we still flying?
No, now it's a running situation. This is in the vision. You're not still using fly.
Okay.
16.
Could you be? I guess that's kind of up to you.
I'm just wondering because we'd have 60 feet of movement with the fly speed.
If you, I think in the vision space, if you choose to maintain and hold it, I'll give it to you. Because you just had it, and you have everything with you.
Yeah, but also if we, sorry Matt, but also if we have its effects matter here concentration-wise.
Then you would have to be concentrating.
Then I'm gonna say never mind.
Concentration up to 10 minutes minus the amount of time it took us to get here.
Yes, and also when we leave.
She already said that we don't need to worry about concentration on stuff from before, so.
Yes, but then we shouldn't be allowed to use it.
If you wanted to maintain using it, you'd have to keep concentrating on it.
Yeah.
But if you're in the vision
So
space and you don't need it,
Yeah.
or you don't use it,
Copy.
you don't have to.
Yeah, that's correct.
Not.
Yeah,
Just
you're
doing
not.
my
Go.
thing. 16.
You do not hit.
Okay. And next attack, I was kind of hoping because it's a giant, the AC would be kind of low because they're, big, easy to hit. Sometimes it works that way. 28.
That hits.
All right.
It would hit her base, but she has magic items that slightly increase her AC. That's what you're used to.
Okay.
A storm giant AC is 16.
Just looking for the details of the hell is. Yeah, just for fun. On that second one that hits, I'm gonna power that with a divine smite.
Mm-hmm.
At 3rd level, because I've got 3rd level slots, but no 3rd level spells. So that is
Divine Smiting!
That's 4d8. So that's 12 radiant damage plus
So you said 12 radiant?
yeah, and 13 base
Okay.
slashing. So 25 total.
Amazing.
And then with my bonus action,
Who has inspiration? Heroic inspiration. Ooh. You have it still?
Yeah.
Do you still have yours? Yes. Oh, we all did then. Good to know. Don't forget you have it.
Bonus action,
Feel free to use
I'm
it.
going to I'm gonna inspiring smite. I do this. I hit and I get to give out 16 temporary hit points, so I'm gonna give why did I do this? I'm gonna give 5 to you.
Thank you.
And then no, I'm gonna give 6 to you and then 5 to each of us.
Temp?
10 hit points, yeah.
Copy that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Giggity, giggity.
That's it?
Yeah.
It facing you. She takes this hit and she is like, yes! Little ones! And then she looks across to you and she says, I can't wait to get to know you better.
I'm actually gonna murder you.
No, she says, I can't wait to get to know you better. And she casts lightning.
Know me better, man.
She casts lightning.
Oh, I'm a large absent-minded spirit.
Make dexterity saving throws, the both of you. You're standing right next to him.
I'm not.
Lightning strike.
Who,
on
me?
Anthem.
Oh, him.
Strike. Okay.
Oh,
Lightning strike.
fine. Dex save.
Dex save.
A lightning bolt hits you.
And our +5 just ran away. Damn it.
She hurls a magic lightning bolt at you.
Nat 20.
18.
Nice. You will both take half damage.
Boo. I will do with that nat 20, I will do a flip and say, prepare to be impressed.
Nice.
Awesome. And then I go,
prepare to be impressed.
Holy ow.
Okay, well, I definitely failed that, so I'm gonna burn.
Oh, you don't.
You're not close enough.
You're not close enough. She
Lightning
throws a
strike,
lightning
not
bolt.
lightning.
It was on him, and because I'm next to him.
sorry.
It's not
I
a
had to
lightning
as well.
streaking out from her where it's like in a line.
I don't have to do anything else then.
No, she like throws the lightning bolt across at them.
Oh.
You take 27 points of damage.
Yikes.
Prepare to be
That's half?
That's half.
Yikes.
27, you said?
Yes.
Ooh. Bye-bye temp hit points. Thank you for that, Anna.
I'm gonna use my reaction to shield. No, I can't, because it's not attacking my AC.
That did not work properly.
Lame. All right, well, I just take 27 points of damage. That's what you said, right?
Yeah. Okay.
There we go.
Thank God for that temp HP.
Yeah, that helps.
Okay. So that is Mote's turn. And then as the lightning bolt goes out from her hand, she will then turn to face you with the sword she has. So she has a great sword.
Look down.
It looks dangerous. And she just smiles. That is the end of her turn. Anthem. And then Ovid.
Anthem runs that way, sort of across Strix, winks at her as he goes by. More of a diagonal toward Biggie.
Baby.
Mote, rather. And then I'm going to, on the last step, whoosh, blue mist, and appear behind Mote.
Ooh.
To give the flankings. And I'm going to attack.
Attack.
With advantage now, yeah? Sweet. Giggity. Swords, baby!
Swords, baby!
I'm gonna attack her right in the back of the calf.
You go at her ankles like.
Ooh, that would really suck.
Yeah.
Ow, hamstring that bitch.
I rolled an ankle last weekend. It put me out.
It sucks.
Sorry, Daddy.
Every time.
Roll an ankle every weekend.
I know. I was just standing there. I was like, whoa! Yeah. I guess I'll die.
Fortunately, that's only a 15.
Oh! You just dig into her boot.
Yeah.
Good boots.
Do better. They said, fuck you, bro. Not this time, man. Inspiration.
Nice.
I'm using my heroic inspiration.
Yeah.
Thank you. That is a 23.
Hits.
Nice.
So
Okay.
you pull your weapon out, and at first you're about to go around and swing it again.
I don't even need to pull that one out. That's the one
That's
gets
the first-
stuck. That's
oh,
my
okay.
scimitar of warning. And then the other one is my crystal scimitar.
Crystal scimitar.
And with that, I will do. Ooh, sorry. Does this
Crystal
take-
scimitar sounds like an interesting dancer's name. You know,
Crystal scimitar? Welcome to the stage, Crystal scimitar. Keep your distance, fellas. Okay.
Every time.
Oh, okay. I will expend a charge. I'm expending a charge of the sword, which doesn't cost me anything. Just know that. I must roll
Actionable
damage.
on the pole, I'll say.
Okay, actionable on the pole. I took pole dancing classes. It's hard.
Oh, yeah, of course it's hard.
Okay, so that is.
I can't sit up on a bed. You think I could do a flag hold? I can pretend to walk around a motherfucker? I can't walk on the ground.
Only 3 slashing damage, because I rolled 1 with that.
Okay.
But 4 radiant damage.
Okay.
And I regain 4 hit points.
Nice.
That's it for me.
Donovan!
Okay.
Now, normally, I just want to add, though, you rolled a 1. So if Strix enters the combat, she will enter between the two of you.
Yes.
But for this first round, she is proudly watching her man charge into battle after getting zapped.
I'm
to be impressed. You're doing great, babe! You winked her on the way by, and she was just like... You know, when you managed to hit, she's just like...
Didn't do much, but...
She can't tell that from there.
Yeah. She sees blood fly out.
But she looks ready, right? Like, if she had to enter, she might. She might.
I wouldn't have even considered that she would
No,
enter.
me neither. If anything, if she did, I'd be like, is she going to attack us?
Yeah. Well, that... Ooh.
Don't give her ideas. I know, I'm sorry.
No. Okay. Ottoman.
Okay, so at the same time that Anthem makes a diagonal move that way, I'm gonna make a diagonal move in the opposite direction, but I'm not getting closer. I'm just kind of hitting that spot there, and then I'm going to dash, not dash, but like swoop forward and then fly up.
Right. Okay.
To about head height.
Ooh. I didn't bring a dang thing.
Oh, we're creating a triangle.
Okay.
Goddamn triangle.
There's no triangle behind you.
There is. They're everywhere, man.
Oh my God.
Suddenly Photoshop a Charlie.
I mean, if anyone's going to, it's you. So you know.
Your triangle?
Yeah.
Is there any in there? No. Oh man.
No, the triangles are behind Donovan.
This is the old outside the window on the Filmy-thon backdrop.
Okay.
And as I fly up, I'm just going to kind of open my coat at the hip and in the flavor of Yoda drawing his lightsaber with the Force, pulling it out. I do the same with my my wand of psychic missile.
Ooh.
And
it's just his invisible hand carrying it to his actual hand.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
That's awesome.
Just whoop, and
I lost my shit when Yoda pulled his leg.
we're like, we didn't know he had that motherfucker. And I just as I reach head height, and I'm going to cast it at 7th level.
You can do that?
Yeah, so it has 7 charges, and I can use as many charges to cast it at that level, or save them and just boom, 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 boom. I am taking a risk here because if I spend all the charges, I need to roll a d20 to see if I get to keep the wand or if it disintegrates in my hand after.
Cool. What wand is this?
It's a wand. It's essentially a wand of magic missile that I altered with my chaos crystal.
He's building stuff at night, you guys, all the time.
Shit. All right. Cool.
We're just chatting back and forth by teams, sending little messages.
It's not what I'm doing at night alone in my room.
It's not. And that's why you're here.
You have Hitachi?
Okay. How's that damage coming?
Yeah, silence. That's good for this on-camera game.
It's not silent. Listen. No, actually, it's just the one now.
Now it is.
Can you hear it?
All right, audience, blow. Blow on his dice.
Please take. Is
Ally, you're on deck.
Oh my god. Okay. Please take 19 points of psychic.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say 90. I was like, Jesus.
No, I didn't roll high enough for that shit.
Yeah, I rolled trash.
And
And then.
the wand is okay.
Ooh, that was a spicy roll.
It sure was.
Goodbye, hard work. Okay, so what does this look like as you fly up? What's
As I
the wand magic
swoop up,
look like?
and it's just, and it's like weird translucent orbs of psychic energy that just blast out like a automatic
Awesome.
weapon. Just
Ooh, and they hit kind of in like the temple part, and you watch. She takes this, but because it's internalized, it kind of takes a second before it reverberates, and then you watch her go, just an eye towards you.
Ice cream headache.
Oh, that hurts so bad. You know when you get your first Slurpee of the season?
yeah.
Yeah, and then what do? You go, right back to it.
And that it's such a sharp, intense pain. It's Slurpee damage.
Slurpee damage. 18 points of Slurpee damage. Hell yeah, dude.
Alan.
That's what I call a really good night.
Slurpee damage.
Smitty was just there with the Slurpee.
Stop. Slurpee damage.
You attack.
Hello.
26.
Hits.
All right. And then I'm gonna charge that one also with third level Divine Smite.
Smite.
So that's base damage.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I made a slight miscalculation. Give me.
Yep, you can work on that. Just let me know.
12 slashing base damage.
12 slashing.
Yeah.
And then
What else you got there?
18 radiant damage.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
So that's attack 1. 28.
Hits.
Okay, and then
How much did I say?
19.
Dealt? Sorry, it dealt 35.
Oh,
Oh, hello.
So sorry. Yes.
Hard done.
Yeah. I thought it was the entire spell +1/+1, but it was each dart +1 totaled +1.
Okay.
Oh wow. It's pretty sick.
cool.
I bring powerful friends. I'm here.
Okay, so that is
Take that boot.
Mostly
16 base slashing damage,
Okay.
and I'm going to do a second level Divine Smite with that. For 12 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then bonus action. What do I got here?
Allie, you've taken no damage yet, right?
Correct.
Okay. Donovan, you hurting?
No, I'm fine.
Oh, okay.
I'm like not. I'm not hit, but I'll be fine.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just gonna go all in at the beginning here, and I'll just kind of roar and tongue out.
Oh shit.
And
Fuck on.
Ring of Fuck On. So I get action surge.
Let's go.
Nat 20.
Hey!
Anthem getting around this fast for the flanking.
I mean, yeah, control. You gotta do the thing.
And what? I'm just gonna burn another second level Divine Smite on that one. Because it does not say that I can only do it once per turn.
It was that or make her dance, and I know you're sick of that, so.
Who knows what her moves are, though?
I did want to see them. She strikes me as a pop-in locker. Genie moves. Actually,
Electric slide.
10 base damage,
That are a lot of
16 radiant, doubled.
Okay.
So that is 52.
holy fuck.
I mean, that's a crit, right? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And second attack from the action surge. I rolled double 19s.
Holy shit.
So that's 31 to hit. Yep.
The AC is not impossible. It's that this thing's been beefed up with hit points galore.
Oh, nice.
That was kind of crap, but that one I'm just gonna do as just 9 slashing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, just get that last little, like, you know, extra dig in that, like, wound on the leg.
There you go.
The first one, your sword went right
Deepen it a little
behind her
bit.
kneecap.
Yeah.
As you come around with all of these attacks, is that the end?
Yeah, I'm just trying to do, like, what's the total damage I did there?
50.
So it's 61 with the action surge. And then
68 then? 7 slashing, you said? Or you said 9?
the last one was
9.
8.
9. Last one was 9.
9.
9.
Yeah,
So
9
70
slashing.
total.
Yeah, but that's just the action surge, not my actual turn.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
Which was,
Yeah.
let me see, I did like 90 damage or
Yeah.
something in that.
It's amazing.
Just, yeah.
This thing turns around and it's been tracking you. You hit it with the psychic damage and it looks in your direction. And then your attacks are so intense that she brings her sword at you, even though she had intended to turn back towards Anthem. And she makes her first great sword attack. For 32.
Oh, that hits.
Holy shit. No one's used your heroic inspiration yet, eh?
Hits my shield and it was just so hard it like smacks me in the face.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no!
You broke my teeth with my shield.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
So this will be 24 points of slashing damage. And then she makes her second great sword attack, also at you. Oops, what am I doing? That's not the dice. This is the dice. Ooh. For 26 against your armor class.
That hits.
And she rolls damage. 25 points of slashing damage.
Damn, them some big hits.
Damn. It is a massive sword. That's fair.
Just like blood pouring out of my face.
She attempts to recharge her lightning strike and does not.
Oh, okay.
Following her turn, it's Anthem.
How does she end her posture?
She would have come down with her greatsword.
Yeah.
And then she probably would have turned and then come back up against Alan.
Okay. Okay. So right now,
Since he hasn't acted yet, can I use a reaction?
Against the attacks?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna silvery barbs the
second one?
The second one.
Okay.
So
I just do a reroll?
The attack.
Oh right.
becomes a 20.
That does not hit.
Hey, good silvery barbsing.
Yeah. And you get advantage on your next attack.
Yeah.
Awesome. Like,
we ever flanked?
Oh yeah.
the physical attack.
No, attack.
Of any kind.
Attack spell. If it's a
You have advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw
Fantastic.
within 1 minute.
Okay, cool.
Okay, sorry. So where I was reading your posture there, so you've got left leg, which happens to be where I am, kind of in a similar posture to that Minnie is actually standing. I'd like to use some movement to step up her calf and get to her kidneys.
Okay.
Just imagine it's happening.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say, I am Daros, Anthem Heart of the Slayers of Convenience, collectors of urchin, and warrior of air. It's new. And I'm gonna attack.
Awesome. Advantage.
Yep.
You fool.
What,
Damn
me?
fool. No, me. It's fine.
There we go. That is a 24.
Hits.
Okay. And with that, although she can't see me, I'm going to wink at her. Doesn't require eye contact. And... Oh, I forgot to say the one thing. Screw it. I'm adding it in. Bonus action. Brother-in-law to the goddess of play. Whoosh. This thing shines.
Oh, let's go!
Damn right. Stacking as much as I can. So that is 3d8. 1, 2, 3.
Give me that damage.
Plus an extra 1d8. I'll do that one now. There's the damage for that. Nice. Okay. 7 radiant plus. That makes it. Oh, math. 12, 13, 20. So 20 radiant damage.
Okay.
That is 8 slashing damage. Magical. And.
Oh, yeah. I assume all your attacks are magical.
Yeah.
Oh.
And. Sorry, just have to quick check a thing. Things are in so many different places. 3d6. Wait, 8 psychic damage.
Okay.
For my first attack.
Nice.
Second attack. 21.
21 hits.
Nice. And that will just be
just basic damage, basic slashing damage. I did all my special stuff already.
just an additional 4 slashing magical.
4 slashing damage.
I'm done.
Stab her in the kidneys.
Yeah.
On him in.
Okay. Let's see here. I am going to kind of continue my run and gun kind of action. I'm just gonna swoop further to her side, but still like out of her physical range there. I am going to holster the wand, just whoop, and I am going to do some psychic sorcery finagling, and use yeah, that's the one. That's the one, right?
I don't know.
That's the one. Yes, I'm going to use my mind sliver cantrip with quickened spell.
Nice.
So she will have to make an intelligence 16 saving throw.
Okay. Let's go. She's got a 17 on the die, plus 3.
Lame.
Does she take half damage?
Let's see. No. She just takes nothing? Yeah, okay. That's it. So that does not work. That's okay. I'll still try it anyway. Because I quicken spell that didn't work, but that's fine. I'm gonna pull back and I am going to cast Maximilian's Psychic Lance.
Let's go!
So from my forehead comes like a sliver of like space bending psychic energy, and then just.
Nice.
Please also make an intelligence saving throw of 16.
Ooh. Only an 11 on the die.
There you go.
Plus 3 is 14.
Okay, thank you. Very happy about that.
7d6. Need some d6?
Yes, please.
How many?
2.
Excellent. They served you well previously.
Indeed they have. Let's see how we do. Wow. For 31 points of psychic. They serve me well again. Yeah. Thank you.
Everyone's doing big damage.
Just wait till I can stack smite on top of that combo.
Right? You're watching Alla pretty effectively smite.
Mm-hmm.
And it is her turn again.
Okay. So, I mean, her face is a bit of a ruin right now from the shield just slamming her. Broken nose and just like... And as she wipes her face, she casts Lay on Hands, or uses Lay on Hands for herself to heal the 19 points that she's down. And like the hand goes, and her face is like back to fine. It's like badass. A little bit of like dried blood or whatever.
Like a
well, it's probably still wet, but yeah.
Yeah.
But everything
Cool.
is like, that.
Good shit.
And then
serving face, serve face, and stab, serve face.
bonus action.
You've practiced that.
Nope. Legit, no. I've been watching a lot of Drag Race.
Yeah, it counts.
It counts as practice. Like I'm Taskmaster?
Yes.
And I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Divine Favor.
Oh yeah, get them radiant extra.
For a little, which I should have done earlier, but I always forget until too late. So now I get an extra bit of radiant damage whenever I hit with an attack.
Amazing.
Oh. Wait, no one used the heroic inspiration yet, right?
Not yet.
Nope.
Just you.
I'll give it to Strix.
She feels inspired. She's just like watching you like, yeah. Okay.
I can't double up anyone, right? Fine.
I don't make the rules.
Yes, you do!
Sort of.
You've been making rules all day.
I'm giving out inspiration over here. It's made up.
It's not even an actual rule, it's an optional rule.
Yeah. All rules are optional rules.
So she's just been nice in giving us it at this point.
Yeah.
Totally have legitimately just never given us inspiration.
Boo.
I know. That would be boo.
I would say boo to that.
Yeah. And then she smiles with the sword, because she's like this, right? and she reaches down with her other hand, and she scoops up a bunch of this cloud underneath her. And it
snowballs?
Yeah. But it becomes dense.
Oh no.
And she turns around and she just smashes it into you, Ala.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that was going at me. Am I up on her, like, standing on her?
Yeah, it's hard for her to reach you because you're like stabbing her in the back.
Is there?
It's an attack. It's actually technically a throw, but it will be a 29 to hit.
Oh,
yeah,
silvery
that fucking
barbs.
hits.
Oh.
Yep.
Nice.
Thanks for reminding me I could do that, Ally.
A 23?
Oh, damn.
That still hits.
Oh, well. Onavid, you have advantage on your next attack.
Thank you.
Okay. So she'll do, with that attack, low damage.
Or saving throw or whatever. Same thing.
It'll be 24 points of damage.
Well, I'm glad I did use my lay on hands there instead of going for another attack.
She like throws this like big ball of hardened cloud and slams it into you, and then she's trying to reach like this.
Trying to reach
to where you are on her back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give you a reach around.
You're dangerous. She laughs to herself.
She goes, Strix, I'm reaching around.
She's like, that's great. Not now, babe.
They will kill you.
Be cool in front of them.
They're pretty capable.
Following her turn, it is Anthem.
I will.
Oh, wait, let me trigger recharge. Just on her.
Oh.
No.
I will
Dang, she'd love to zap
say.
Onaven out of the sky.
I'm sure she would.
Allah, groove is in the heart, remember! And I will cast Healing Word on Allah.
Oh. She, because the psychic lance hit her, she's incapacitated as well, right?
Okay.
I forgot about that part.
Oh.
Sorry.
Wait, what?
Wait, that might cancel out what I'm doing. Psychic Lance hit and it.
Yeah, 76 on a failed save, 76 psychic damage, and is incapacitated until the start of my next turn. I'm so sorry.
Oh, so then that whole snowball thing.
No snowball.
No snowball. So I get back my reaction, and I get back.
I gotta play more
hit points back.
Casters. I gotta figure this out. I gotta read so much. I'm always so stressed.
She would take this like damage that from you like floating next to her and like hits into her, and then you watch as she just like yeah.
All right. Well then.
You're welcome. I'm so sorry.
Word. Okay.
At least I got to describe that she can do that cool thing.
Yeah, word.
Cloud Scoop.
You're very kind. If I was you, I'd have been like, well, you didn't say it.
True.
The point of this is to practice your abilities for future deadly combat scenarios.
Yep.
Okay, well then, she's incapacitated. I'm just gonna wait. Does that give us any kind of like?
You would be at advantage, but she's
We don't get
you're
like,
already
auto
having
crit.
Yeah.
That's only when someone's down, right?
Yeah.
That you auto crit on.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, you're full up. I'm not doing too badly. How you're okay for hit points still? You're alright? You haven't taken any damage since that first hit?
Not since that first hit, no. 36 out of 58.
All right. 36 out of 58. That seems dangerous, though.
58 seems dangerous.
Sure does.
Ooh.
Yeah, considering in one turn she hit me for like 50 some damage.
Yeah. Then I will still say, Groover's in the heart, but to you, And that will be at 3rd level. The healing word. D4. My first attack does not hit.
Okay.
Breaking shit up now.
Onvin, you're on deck.
Okay. Onavin gains 14 hit points back.
Aw, thank you.
And my second attack. Wow. Okay. She's she's incapacitated, but I'm just ding ding. What the hell?
Nice. She has armor on, and it's not insignificant to attack her. And even parts of her, as she's incapacitated, she is also almost made of wind. And so sometimes you strike at her, and it's as though those parts of her look solid, but it just passes right through.
Okay, well, then I'm gonna climb higher.
Okay.
I'm gonna get up onto her shoulder so I can strike at the neck.
Oh, let's go.
Go for the neck, kids. You hear that?
Onavin, it is your turn.
Okay, I am going to gently descend to the ground.
First floor housewares.
And as I lower to the ground, on the opposite side of her, at the same distance from the ground, emerges my aberration.
Nice.
This thing.
Nice.
Let's see here.
Real nice.
Yeah, real nice. We hate it, I know.
I don't hate it. I'm just not impressed by it.
It definitely creeps Ala out.
It shows up and just misses so much.
I mean, fair, yeah.
I think it's hit like, I don't know, maybe 10% of its attacks.
Hey now, it was helping out during the fight with the paladins, all right? Thank you.
It missed so much that I made fun of it, and when it finally hit, it turned to me and was like,
I am going to use sorcerer points to make that casting a bonus action, and then hit her with a psychic glance one more time.
Yeah.
As my action.
Okay, she makes an intelligence saving throw.
Oh wait, I can't do that.
What?
Oh,
because you
bonus action, 2 spells, one spell has to be a cantrip.
Yeah.
So it worked the last time, but not this time. Then I won't do that. That's fine.
Okay, bye. Okay, Gala. Oh wait, so she's no longer incapacitated.
She stopped being incapacitated at the start of my turn.
Okay.
Yes.
Grrr.
Okay.
Gorilla.
First attack's 25.
Hits.
Okay, so that is...
Do you want to roll both attacks and then we'll do all the damage?
Sure.
So we know if we're calculating double.
Don't forget you have heroic inspiration.
Yep, gonna re-roll that.
Yeah,
way better. Almost want to take the lower one because it's a nat 17, but I'll take the 19. That is
So
a
calculate your
31, or-
double.
Yeah, that's a 31.
Yeah, so calculate damage for both.
Okay.
You'll require an additional dice.
No.
Okay.
Meh. Meh. Is 24 damage.
Okay. 24 points of damage. And she moves to act next.
That's both your attacks. Did you have a bonus action? What do you got?
That's fine.
Can't you shield strike her and knock her prone?
She's more than 2 sizes bigger.
Oh, never mind. Oh, also, never mind. Don't do it, because then I'm falling to the ground. I'm up on her shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah, did I need to do a check for climbing?
I think you're good enough at it. It's not like it's complicated back here.
Nice.
You miss both your attacks. I'll give you the climb.
Thanks.
Last thing we want to do is have you just trip and fall here.
Yes, I will use my bonus action to give bardic inspiration.
Oh.
To you.
Ah, thanks, Ella.
Yeah,
Or-
you got this.
Thanks, Ella. You're killing it.
That's the plan.
And as you come up onto her shoulder, like neck area, she's going to reach back to stab you with her sword. But we will roll her attacks in our next episode! Okay, so we will conclude this fight.
That's exciting. Next episode starts with
Next episode.
conclusion of a big fight.
And she's got 2 greatsword attacks to make. So that will be very exciting. And we'll return and get back on board the Parliament. Fingers crossed. We will see all of you in our next episode. Thank you for joining us. When you roll the dice, you make the magic happen. Bye, everybody!
Rock on.